of us watch the skies. Some do it professionally, like astronomers, meteorologists, or people in the aviation field. The others who watch the skies are amateurs who do it for their hobbies or other purposes.
Johanna took a job, a temporary job, in Hawaii at an observatory. And in her absence, Sandra's here to fill her role. She's extremely qualified. And she's second in command at Arizona CUPIC. I'm also here to fill in wherever needed, and I'm happy to do so because we are shorthanded.
With Johanna on assignment, Gavin finds himself overwhelmed by the many sighting reports that have been flooding into the CUPIC-AZ office.
Sandra, yeah, she's been with the organization for about 15 years. She's a Stanford alum, and she's an aerospace engineer, so she really knows her stuff.
Sandra Blum was born and raised in Santa Clara, California. She attended Stanford University. After graduation, she took a job with Garrison Industries in Tempe, Arizona. She has been a member of CUPIC since 1997.
She's been a good friend to us, like one of the family.
W. Sudden heavy downpour. Vast quantities, an overwhelming amount of something.
Yes, we've been busy here at CUPIC.
What are UFOs? Any unexplained moving object observed in the sky, especially one assumed by some observers to be of extraterrestrial origin.
Sightings of unidentified flying objects are on the rise, and this isn't an opinion, this is a fact, and I base this on the amount of reports this organization receives.
With the sheer volume of reports coming into CUPIC-Arizona, it is evident that people are seeing something that they cannot explain. What Dr. Never meant by that statement was that the definition of UFO means unidentified flying object. That's not to come to the conclusion that that means alien spacecraft.
So we're trying to evenly divide the reports between Sandra and myself and other CUPIC members. And I can tell you I'm not looking forward to the work, but, you know, it's something that has to get done. And I can lend a helping hand until I leave for Northern California in a few months.
There have been many sightings of these objects over the years. The types vary from the X shape to the diamond shape, boomerang shape, floating, flying, sometimes zooming through the air. New York to LA, Phoenix to Northern California. These objects are seen all over the United States.
Sightings of diamond-shaped UFOs and reports of red orbs have surfaced over the past few years with intensity over the past 6 months.
A pilot flying his plane from LA to Reno, Nevada, noticed a diamond-shaped object pacing his aircraft. It followed him for half his trip. The Durrell family from Tempe, Arizona saw something unusual one Saturday evening after coming home from a Little League baseball game. The father, an amateur skywatcher, happened to notice something in the sky. A diamond-shaped object floating slowly over the city, moving from southwest towards the northeast. They described it as a diamond shape with tapered ends, with red and blue lights around the perimeter. After watching this, the object turned on a whitish blue colored light in the center, then disappeared.
As Gavin stated earlier, second-kind cases like these are on the rise. The sighting of triangles, diamond-shaped, or boomerang-shaped UFOs have been seen by several eyewitnesses who live in the Phoenix area. The biggest mass sighting on record happened here and thousands of Phoenix residents observed a boomerang-shaped group of lights floating over the city. Bob Morona is a resident of Peoria, Arizona. He runs a pest control company and is a well-respected businessman in the community. Recently, he gave me the details of his encounter in the park. So tell me about what you saw.
Well, it was cloudy and twilight. I'll try to get an evening stroll in before it gets too dark. I don't see too many people in the park at night. And as I was nearing the end of my walk, I was making my way back to the truck, and I saw a strange light approaching from the north up here.
What did this light look like? As Bob walked through the park, he noticed a bluish light in the sky, flying erratically towards him from the north.
What the hell?
The light suddenly stopped and hovered, and after a few moments, a whitish beam shone from out of the orb and began to scan the ground in a side-to-side sweeping motion, as if it were searching for something. Bob watched in amazement as the beam disappeared, and the blue light shot straight up and out of sight.
Well, you know, I am an amateur skywatcher, and I'm familiar with landing lights on airplanes and helicopters. I've seen blimps, flames blowing in hot air balloons in the sky at night. I've even seen Chinese lanterns that people have launched. And I'll tell you, this light was nothing like any of those.
Explanation for this strange probing light remains a mystery. As usual, we will continue to investigate until we come up with a rational explanation.
Orbs and mysterious balls of light have been seen all over the world. These cases have been investigated and evaluated, and no explanation has yet to be found.
That's the unfortunate thing about investigating phenomenons like this. With Johanna gone for a while, I see my life being really busy with the amount of cases we are getting into this organization. Don't get me wrong, I'm really up to the challenge. But when this is all said and done, I plan to take a long vacation.